asset, that fewer men want them, and if they want them, it's for more shallow, more obvious reasons, right? They're used. And the funny part is they're doing it to themselves. Women are using themselves up faster. They get on the cock carousel and they use up their desirability by other men because we look at them and we know that they are whores. In practical terms, they're whores. They sell themselves. They sell their sex just to get assets. That's exactly what a prostitute is, what a whore is. But they're not honest about it. They come at you and they say, men are sluts, men are whores. They call us whores now. Cracks me the fuck up. Right? We're not trading our penis to them for money and what they have. Women really don't have. They want it from us. So it's important, and I think I would just jump into this video, and the reason I did this one is to say, you're not disposable. If you start every day of your life by looking in the mirror and saying, you're the man, I have the penis, I'm going to make it happen, you will constantly affirm to yourself that you do have value, that you're not disposable. And as you go through life, I'm 47, so I've gotten this far, I've realized I truly am the one with real value. I am the good long-term investment. And is it even worth it for me to get another woman? To commit to another woman? To try and impress another woman? To satisfy, take care of another woman? The answer is no. Let them take care of themselves. Let them take care of themselves. They're going to have to learn this lesson the hard way. And it's too late for them when they hit that wall. They are permanently devalued, permanently worth less. Yes, sir. Good scotch. I want to thank you guys for that scotch, by the way. Those of you guys that have contributed to my delinquency through PayPal or Patreon. I want to continue to do this channel. I love doing this stuff. Just sitting down and sharing my thoughts. Sharing my thoughts. I saw another single mom today, and I go, "You got 2 kids, right?" And she goes, "No, I've got 3." I go, "3? I thought you had 2." She goes, "Well, I'm pregnant again." And I thought, who is the one here who is disposable? It's not me. Right? I continue to be just as valuable, if not more, than ever. I continue to make good decisions every day. Right? Who's the dumbass? Me or the single mom? Who's the dumbass? Me or the divorced woman at age 35? Right? What has she got going for her? Really not much. If she owns a house, it's because her husband bought it for her and she took it in the divorce. If she has an income, it's supplemented by alimony. And when men run out of money, bad economy, whatever, or they move or they leave or whatever, those women are left behind. And there's a good reason they're left behind. There's a good reason they're divorced. There's a good reason they keep having trouble with men. There's a good reason they've been on the cock carousel. It's because they are disposable. They are of very little value. So when you put the shoe on the other foot, right? When you realize your value as a man, and you stop looking to women for validation and for acceptance and for love that they're never truly going to give you. When you stop doing that and you just start focusing on your life, you're going to find a lot more satisfaction, a lot more comfort. And you stop blowing money uselessly on them trying to impress them. Because they're not really impressed. Actually, they have less respect for you when you spoil them. They have less respect for you because they realize now you're a pushover. You are their bitch. They've convinced you that you're disposable, and that they can control you and manipulate you. It's a dirty, self-defeating game that they play. And then they hit the wall. Their looks stop going. And I've heard women talk about this, and I've asked them questions. I've said, "What happened?" They go, they get very mad. They get fucking pissed that age 30 or 35, they start to look like shit, and men quit complimenting them. And I do this on purpose to them. I notice when they want attention, and I deny them. And then I listen to them complain. They want that attention from you. They want you to buy them drinks at a bar. They want you to take them out and spend money on them. They want to feel like they're beautiful and that they're worth something. And that really, one, needs to be denied. Just one, to teach them a lesson, and two, to teach you the lesson that you're the one that is of value, that you rule, right? Old guys rule. The older you get, the more you'll see the transparency of the game that's being played with us. As Mgtow, you are in a prime position to live life as you see fit. And I also heard one guy complain, or not one guy, several guys, you know, the younger men, they feel that desire to have children, right? They want to have children. They want to be a good dad, right? It's kind of genetically built into you, right? And that is something that women will use against you. They will. They'll see that and they'll realize that, you know, you want that, and they'll use that. They are a depreciating asset. They are disposable, but they use that to control you and tie you up and then take your money. And my recommendation is, of course, get a surrogate mother, you know, and then have someone who's going to agree to either give you breast milk or do breastfeeding for you and, you know, nurture that child. But that's a hard one. It's a really hard one. That's what sucked me into it, right? 23 years ago, 24 years ago now, was my desire to have sons. Well, I got my sons, but fuck, I paid for it, right? It'd be easier to pay up front. In fact, everything, you know, in a man's life now, you should just pay for up front and realize that the opposite sex, women, these heartless wretches, these cold-blooded parasites and thieves, they need to be known for what they are and treated accordingly. They need to, because that's where they're at in their head. They actually believe that they are disposable, but they're going to treat you like that. They're going to treat you as if you are, and you're not. You're way better than that. You know, you're way better than that. So once again, I want to thank you for watching these videos. Support everyone in Mgtow. Support other men. Teach them. Point them to Mgtow and say, hey, look, you're not disposable. You're not worth less. They are. Right? Respect yourself, because they're never, ever going to respect you. Now, anyways, one more thing on the disposability of men. You know, one of the things I've listened to when I've been in social settings, you know, I'll grab my scotch and I'll sit off to the side and pretend, but I'll turn my good ear to them and I'll listen. And you'll talk about, or you'll listen to women talking about how they need to get rid of the men in their lives that are bad. These are single women that are dating or engaged, and they'll be saying and telling each other, oh, you need to get rid of that guy. He's not good enough, right? You should move up. You should step up, right? They treat men like we're some kind of commodity. But, you know, if I turn around and really look at them, start seeing those lines in their face. Right? You look at their body and you know when they take those clothes off, shit's going to sag everywhere. And they treat men like men don't matter. They treat men like they're disposable. And I'm watching, right? I'm listening and watching to depreciating assets try and drag men down. It's not the way it really works. It's them. They are the disposable ones. And if you go into it knowing that and knowing your place, right? Practical advice, if you know your place with women, you know you don't need to commit to them. You just don't. Right? They'll give you all the clues, all the signs, all the tells that you need to know that they're the ones who are disposable. Right? They're the ones that are disposable. They want you to come up to them and you to start buying them drinks and you to ask them and you to shower them with gifts, spend your hard-earned money on them. But the fact of the matter is, guys rule. We rule. It is a man's world. Take it back. Right? This gynocentrism, reject it totally. Reject it. This world's going to go through some crazy-ass changes, right, socially, because of what's being done. And the best thing for you is to avoid the fight altogether and just stay out of the fray. You are the one that makes shit happen. You're the man. You have the penis. Right? You got the cock, the balls. It's you. Make it happen. You're not disposable. Men need to start acting like it. Period. Not just to get the women, but because you're going to live your life two ways, either satisfied or unsatisfied. And I know which path leads to where. And that's why I do these videos, is share my ideas, share my experience, share what I've learned. It truly is terrible, and it truly is a shame, because the old system worked really well. But feminism has destroyed it all. Destroyed it for women. In fact, I'm going to leave you with this. I got a PayPal donation from a woman, and I thought, what is this? What is this? And there was a note. She said, I'm really upset about my 3 boys and the fact that some woman somewhere is going to emasculate them. I'm paraphrasing what she wrote. She's worried about that as a woman. Right? That sounds like a woman who really cares about her sons, huh? She's really worried about them. She wants the best for them. She doesn't want them treated like shit and destroyed. Right? Treated like they're disposable. So it was really good to hear. And I think that's a mother's love for her sons. But it's a different world, right? It's a different world. You can't keep playing by the old rules, right? Because they've been turned on us. Women have turned it on us. Instead of us being accepted as what makes it happen, as the rule, right? The old guys rule. They make it sound like they're the ones that are ruling everything and that we're disposable and therefore we need to give to them. Those days are over, because now you're Mgtow, men going their own way. You're one of them. If you choose to be blue pill and you choose to give yourself up and you choose to emasculate yourself and let yourself be destroyed, you have no one to blame but yourself. Right? You have made yourself a disposable commodity by giving yourself to a woman. One of these feminist harlots. Don't do it. That's just the way it's got to be. Men need to understand that. So thank you again for watching. Support this channel. Support all channels. Right? Go Mgtow. Mgtow is freedom. Semper Fi.